Alright, Mormons. Way early in the morning today, not needing as much sleep as I did the night before. And so yeah, big storms on the East Coast, and I thought I heard the West Coast also. We are going to discuss tone. Mormons like to do tone. As of late, my wife, first wife, who divorced me, tried using tone in our marriage to justify abusing me, kidnapping my kids, fleeing the country. So you're going to use tone on me, I'm not going to give you much credit. It's an argument you will not beat me on or convince me that I'm wrong. And so I've already done the feelings one, nothing more than feelings. That's what tone is. You feel from your interpretation of tone. And so let's go to the Book of Mormon, shall we? And see which one is right. Is it you whose sensitivities are hurt? Now, 1 Nephi, chapter 16. Verse 1. And now it came to pass that after I, Nephi, had made an end of speaking to my brethren, behold, they said unto me, Thou hast declared unto us hard things, more than we are able to bear. And it came to pass that I said unto them that I knew that I had spoken hard things against the wicked, according to the truth. And the righteous have I justified, and testified that they should be lifted up at the last day. Wherefore the guilty taketh the truth to be hard, for it cutteth them to the very center. And now, my beloved brethren, if ye were righteous, and were willing to hearken to the truth, and give heed unto it, that ye might walk uprightly before God, then you would not murmur because of the truth, and say, Thou hast spoken hard things against us. Have you noticed a pattern in my videos, people? It's a warning voice. I'm not attacking Mormons for the sake of attacking. I am going after your incorrect doctrinal views, your incorrect ritual practices, your incorrect theology beliefs, your incorrect practices, your incorrect traditions. So to say ad hominem toward me, to personally attack me as a person, rather than argue, no, Travis, that doctrine is correct. I can just have feelings and it automatically becomes truth. Your comment's going to be deleted because we can't argue anymore on your discussion. Because if you come to me, for example, I own an architectural firm, say, and you work for me, and you come into the office, and you say, Boss, I've got this great idea for a new design. It's in my head. I got it. I feel it. I feel it's good. I know it's true. I'm saying, okay, put it into print. Make a blueprint so that I can see it. But I feel it. I know it's true. Okay, make a blueprint. But I feel it. See where the impasse is? It's our job to have blueprints to give to construction workers so that they can build the building. And you coming to me saying you've got this great feeling for a house or a building doesn't do me any good. It does no one any good. Your feelings alone are worthless. So to come to me and put thumbs down, and on the two people on my Nelson got the text of the temple wrong still. There are two people who attacked me saying tone, and there are thumbs up for them, so that people not only put thumbs down on the video itself, but went to the comments and said, oh good, somebody put tone, I'm gonna, yeah, thumbs up. Do you not get it, Mormons? You can't argue that way. You don't win. I'm sorry. You don't prove that the church is true by putting a thumbs down or putting thumbs up for abuse, for abusive behavior. That doesn't make you guys right. That just proves that I'm right. But I don't need proof. It's truth. It is right regardless of whether I believe it's true or not. So the video I did on the stats, those aren't my stats. They're the church's stats. The church has failed from their own stats as evidence against them. But it doesn't, well, never mind. You can't handle logic conversations. So Mormons, you're not getting it. You're acting dumb. You're acting abusive. You don't know the truth. And so when someone comes around and says, hey, this is the truth, you refuse to hear it. Because your feelings tell you otherwise, but you have no knowledge. You don't know that you're supposed to feel differently. Laman and Lemuel felt differently because they didn't know the truth. They were guilty. And so for them to hear the truth, it was abuse from Nephi. And you read about it in the Book of Mormon. Laman really hammers down on Nephi for his abusive behavior towards him as he believes, as he feels. Laman is a mama's boy. Remember? Sarai, she complains to Lehi. You have sent us away from our home, and now our sons are dead. She just had feelings. And then the boys come back. Oh, you are a true prophet. Oh, wow, this is great. God is real. See, she was able to be turned by the evidence, even though she had incorrect feelings. But Laman and Lemuel, you couldn't present them with enough evidence to change their minds. Because they were the birthright. He was the birthright son. How dare Nephi tell him what is true? I'm using your own Book of Mormon against you. It's really easy to do. I was born and raised Mormon. I know how you think. So yeah, when I was in the older singles ward, women were always talking about wanting guys to take them out on date, pay for their date. They didn't want to have to do anything in the relationship. They wanted the guy to be assertive and do all the work and pay every time. And so yeah, I made the comment as my observance, Mormon women are just higher priced prostitutes. That offended women who were guilty. Because what is a prostitute? You pay for sex. If you're paying to date a woman, and you have to keep paying over and over until she'll finally agree to marry you, and thus have sex, it's true. Mormon women are higher priced prostitutes. It's that simple. So there's a fun little twist at the end of this video here. I don't know if this video is going to be widespread catching or whatever you call it, because apparently I have to word my title just right to be offensive, to catch people's eye, and I have to use a picture also that people will be attracted to. That's eye-catching, I guess. So the two have to work together, apparently. I can't just have the title that I originally thought would work for me. So as you can tell, I tried to do a whole bunch of LDS Church President Nelson. That's what I was testing to see if that was the title that was attracting everybody's attention. And turns out, no, it's not that alone. It's a combination of picture and title. So, yeah, my terrible, horrible, no good, very bad family. I didn't really care. If you watch that, great. It's got a lot of valuable Mormon information about how horrible Mormons are as well, because I came from a horrible Mormon family. And patriarchal blessings, that was a new thing, so I was hoping that would spark some interest. But I think having Will Smith on the cover is going to cause confusion for people and lose their interest. But it is at 60 views right now, so it's only been 14 hours though, so it's not attracting as much attention. But hopefully patriarchal blessings will stick out to Mormons more. The church has been infiltrated, bombed. So alright. So they don't care about spy versus spy. I guess nobody has read the spy versus spy comics to understand. And then nobody cares about Mitt Romney in a cartoon form. So even though I mentioned in the video, I will try using that as the picture, because the comic was brilliant. And see here, LDS Church President Nelson forces Mormons to worship the god of Constantine in Babylon. That's up to 140 now, and we're not at 1 day yet. And so yeah, I have the Trinity god of Constantine as the picture. So that is working. Mormons are going, ooh, what's that? Constantine in Babylon? So that's getting people's attention. And then we have my famous stats. It's almost at 200, and it's now been a day. But my afternoon thoughts, no one will care about. No one is caring about it, sure enough. And so I'm throwing out little secrets on other things in all my videos. And if you're not going to watch, oh well, your loss. And so, yeah, the stats and the LDS breaking news, Putin gives orders to LDS Church with Maria Butina on the cover. I had a horrifying comment by a Mormon saying, "Oh, Russians are beautiful. What's wrong with having a temple in Russia? It would be nice to work with them." And he doesn't see anything wrong with that comment. So I laid into him. Who cares if a person is beautiful or not? You don't convert people who are only beautiful. What the hell is wrong with you? You know, that reeks of white supremacy. And that will not be tolerated on my site. See, it was Brigham Young who twisted the Book of Mormon to use it as a weapon of racism. And so the white and delightsome, the black and loathsome, Joseph Smith's original intentions, or the author's original intentions, as ex and non-Mormons know that Signe Rigdon is the author of the Book of Mormon, it was intended to appeal to a white audience to back off on the American Indians and the black slaves. But Brigham Young, he didn't see it that way. And he justified taking away the priesthood from blacks. Oh, God all of a sudden changed his mind. Oh, God's a racist. Oh, okay, if that's what you Mormons want to believe. The Mormon God is racist. Great. Okay, I want no part of your church. Bye. But, yeah, the Putin one had actually passed the stats at one point yesterday. You know, I was surprised. Because it was slow at first, and then it picked up and even passed the stats, which had a steady increase. Hold on. Okay. So yeah, it's now almost 20 points behind now, but yeah, it's an interesting race to watch on those two. I will not tolerate racism on my videos. I will not tolerate Russian sympathizers on my videos. We're at war, regardless of whether Congress is going to declare war. We are under attack. Russia put in our president. Russia did. And now we're suffering the consequences. There are millions now suffering because of what Russia did to put in a president. And so there's widespread racism, widespread sexism, widespread abuse, murders, drastic increase of the poor. So if you guys can't figure it out, that there's something wrong going on, I want no part of you, and especially am not going to tolerate your comments on my channel. And so, yeah, then Mormon or ex and nons are not interested in putting the church members to shame. So that's unfortunate. Those were my emojis. videos. And then the missionary, not a CEO, that's slowing down now at 132. And then Nelson pollutes the celestial kingdom. That's slowing down. All of them are slowing down now because we're now getting into a week away. But the family unit, that's up to 1.2. But yeah, that's where I had to delete Mr. White Supremacist. Oh, it's not supremacy. It's my family, and my family comes first. Huh. Yeah. Okay. Bye. Mr. Mob Boss. And then 2.2 for the changes in the temple, still wrong. So, yeah, Mormons, you gotta stop the abuse. Your abuse is unacceptable as members of the Church of Jesus Christ, as you claim you are. If you can't handle the truth, then you need to ask yourself, why are you even in the church if the truth is upsetting you? Why are you wanting a church of abuse, of false doctrine? Why? You're not getting away with it, Mormons. The church will not be getting away with it. They're collapsing. From their own statistics, they are collapsing. They're on the verge of completely going bust. That's why they were desperate to do the LLC companies to launder money for other foreign nations and funnel it into the stock market. $32 billion through those LLC companies. They're desperate now. They are willing to commit crime to salvage the church. Not the gospel, the church. Why do you want to be a part of that? So Mormons, just stop your hatred. That's all you have to do. Stop the hate. Why is that so hard for you to get?